Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio, and you are watching day 7 of our revisit and remake series where we have taken projects we love from the past and remade them to include new paper collections and flowers and trims. So this is a heritage kitchen album. It does have room for journaling and pictures, but also space to add favorite family recipes. So this is going to be a quick tutorial to start, and I will include a picture of our inspiration picture, but then we'll flip through all the pages and I will share all the details. So let's make this together. So the base of this book is super simple. What you're going to need is 2 pieces of 110-pound cardstock. I'm using white because it coordinates with my project, but you match yours to whatever you're creating. The first piece is going to be 6.5 by 9.5, and then I'm going to score it at 4.5 and then at 5. So now what I've got is the left-hand side, and the spine is going to be just a bit wider. The second piece is going to be 6.5 again, and then 9.25. So your first score line is going to be at 4.5, and then your second one is at 4.75, and that creates the right-hand side. So this piece will stack once you've got it folded. On top of the left-hand piece. So now you can see why we're using the super sturdy cardstock, because that is going to create the base for this book. So the left-hand side has the 1/2 inch scored line, and the right-hand side has the 1/4 inch. So I'm just gonna use some double-sided adhesive tape. You could use wet glue if that is what you prefer. And then I'm lining that up because I want it to completely overlap the back, because that will add a lot of structural stability. So now what we've got is basically a trifold, and it has a wider spine on the left than on the right, so that when you start to fill it up, this side will accommodate the bulk that you add to these pages. So for my book, I'm using the exact same measurements. And then here is what I created. So this is the Country Kitchen collection from Cartabella, which was a gift from a dear friend. And I really thought that I wanted to create like an heirloom sort of album. So this would be you would put your family recipes in it and gift it to someone. Maybe you have a new bride in the family or a new homeowner, and you just want to share the favorite family recipes with them and make it into a nice book that you could also add some pictures and journaling and make it a very heritage family album. So the cover has the sweet little sentiment, and I think it's very charming. These colors are right up my alley. They're like teals and pinks and yellows, so it's very retro and vintage inspired. So I chose some flowers to coordinate with that, and I didn't need a whole lot because this is a large image. I did add a little charm here to this side, and then a couple of vintage buttons just to finish off this cover. So because it is matted, I was able to mix in quite a few of the paper patterns, and I put them up on spacers as well. So there is a lot of dimension to this cover, and I think that makes it just a little bit more special. So the binding or the ribbon here is a checkerboard satin that comes from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and it's sort of corally. Yeah, I think it matches that pink corally color very nicely. So your first 2 pages that open are companion pages, and they have just the alternate of the flowers and the stripes, I added just a little bit of gingham from the border strip, and then a die cut doily with a companion paper on top, and then a couple of stickers here just to embellish these 2 pages. So this is the first 2 when you open it, and they look like they belong together. And then this opens again, so now we've got 3 pages, and they're basically all this is an image or mirror image of this page so that it coordinates together. And then now I've got another doily. You can add your picture here, and then another sticker sentiment here, and I just gave it a small strip of that striped paper so that it would all coordinate. And now here is where the recipe part comes in. So maybe you want to put some pictures here of your family, and maybe even add a sentiment here if it's a gift. But each of these sides now open up, and then I've got a lighter color paper here. It has a bit of a pattern, but you could easily write on this and add some journaling and recipes. So now this is got a fold on each side. So it's, I don't know how many folds that is. 1, 2, 3, I don't know. I did add a couple of the stickers from the sticker sheet to embellish these pages, and it's a nice heritage style, so you want it to be kind of vintagey. So you fold this page in, and then fold this page in, and then here is the middle page, and close it all up and secure it with this beautiful ribbon. The back is finished as well with the paper from the collection, so it's nice all the way around. This is once again the Cartabella Country Kitchen collection, and these are flowers from Little Birdie Crafts and ribbon trims from Really Reasonable Ribbon. I'll leave links in the description below for those if you want to check out those products. As always, I am wishing you a happy and productive So if you enjoyed this project, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. As always, I am wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for joining me for our revisit and remake series here at Polly's Paper Studio.